Somebody found out probably what I did. All right. What do you guys think of that? Or your guys' follows and your notifications are all going to show up on screen. There's another one. The 9 Fox is now following. Do you guys like that? Or would you guys want me to stop? I thought you guys might like it. I thought you might think it was cool to have your guys' notifications pop up on screen. Let me know in the chat throughout the night if you do like it, and we'll keep it. But guys, this is Level Up Direct, a spontaneous one. Alien Isolation was not working for me, so I think it was a loading problem. I think the entire game didn't download fully yet, so I couldn't get certain things to work, and then it started me from the beginning, and I didn't want to have to put you guys through that, so I decided to do a spontaneous Level Up Direct. If you guys don't know what this is, it is a gaming-dedicated talk show entirely about communicating with you guys, the gamers, the level uppers, our fans and friends, and that's why Skype is going to be live throughout the entire night. I'm going to put the banner up right now. This is going to be only a 1-hour show, of course. But, and Mr. Rager says keep it. Guitar Freak says it's good for direct. Yes, we're going to be playing trailers on the screen too, and if you guys follow, the notification will pop up. The thing is, if you guys do a lot of following, it might just overrun the trailers, and then it's like, okay, should I keep it or not? But we'll test it out for tonight. Let's move on to the first trailer, which is Final Fantasy 15, of course. So I'll let that play. Turn it down in the background. I still have to kind of figure it out. You know, I just got it working earlier. I just thought of it earlier, so I don't have all the kinks worked out yet. I'm still trying to streamline how it's going to work, but it could be pretty cool for stuff like this. So I'm going to open up Skype as well, guys. And you guys can call in right now on Skype at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. No spaces. So I will wait for that and go to the chat room instead. Quanzi Fay says it's good for direct, would be distracting for the main show. I like it, but I fear the noise will get annoying while you guys talk. Derek, I can turn down the volume on it, so that's something. I can actually control the volume on each and every notification. I could mute them entirely, so there's no volume, or I could put it really, really low. So that's an option. There we go. We're getting a call from my cousin Tyler. Let's take this. Not getting a hold of Tyler just yet. Thank you to Exoil for refollowing, though. Let me try calling him back. I'll try calling Tyler back. Puss is now following as well. Thank you, Puss. There we go. Hey, Tyler, how you doing, man?
Good. Okay, so how what do you on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think Far Cry 4 is?
I haven't even touched it yet, man. I don't have Far Cry 4. That's Mike. Mike's been playing Far Cry 4. And, you know, it was nominated for Game of the Year for us this past Sunday. We had it as a part of the Level Uppies, but it didn't win for us, and it didn't win for the viewers as well. Mike does really enjoy it, but I still think he thinks 3 is better. What do you think about it?
I think 3 is pretty good, but there's some effects in 4 that I do like that are better than 3.
Okay.
Like the wingsuit. That's a pretty cool addition onto Far Cry. More animals, vehicles, different factions.
Yeah, I think definitely. Have you been looking at Just Cause 3 at all?
No, but I have just started playing Just Cause 2.
Okay, because Just Cause 3 seems to be taking it to a whole other level. It's like it feels like Far Cry and Just Cause are kind of battling it out in ways. It's like who can make it more and more ridiculous. And now it seems like Just Cause 3 is adding in all those things that Far Cry just added in, like the wingsuit and all those. So you're going to see that in Just Cause as well.
Well, that's the same thing with GTA.
Yeah.
And Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
They're battling out too.
Well, I mean, that's the way it works, right? They're all feeding off of each other. It's competition, and it breeds better games. So it's good that they're trying to one-up each other. That's going to make for better games in the future. You know?
Mm.
All right, man. Tyler, this is your first time actually calling into the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. It's nice to talk to you. I haven't seen you in a while. But thanks, man. See you later.
See ya.
That was my cousin Tyler, guys. So that's pretty cool. I was able to talk to him after many years. I have not seen him in a long time. All right. Let me go back to the chat here. Oh, we got Jay Voltage. Welcome, man. Derek was the first one to use the new feature, wasn't he? That's pretty cool. Exoil thinks Just Cause 3 is going to be a blast. PSTV says Inuyasha. We're talking about PlayStation TV as in like the Vita TV. We're not talking about PlayStation Vue, which comes out early next year, right? That looks pretty good too, though. I'm actually really excited about PlayStation Vue. At the CES Sony conference, they revealed that Q1 of this year, we're going to be getting it. I'm just really curious what the price is going to be. What do you guys think is appropriate for PlayStation Vue? If you don't know what it is, it's like an IPTV service where you're going to be able to watch live TV, but also video on demand. They've got like 75 stations currently planned. They're trying to get more partners on board, like ABC and Disney. But with what they're offering, 75 stations on demand, live TV. What do you guys think would be an appropriate price per month? I think $30 a month would actually be okay. I think a lot of people think that's too high. Gravy Biscuits, welcome, man. $5 says Aiden. Not going to be that's for sure. Definitely not going to be $5 a month free. You're just making it more and more difficult on them. But guys, also as Tyler did, feel free to call in at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, no spaces. If you guys don't know, Level Up Show is a gaming dedicated talk show. You can follow us right now very easily live from PlayStation by hitting the little heart button. Or if you're watching at twitch.tv/Level Up Show, you can follow or subscribe there, and that way you get email notifications whenever our shows go live. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. We're very active on YouTube, and we're going to be pushing it much more heavily in the future. So make sure you subscribe there. And then finally, our t-shirt shop is at thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com. 30 is okay, $19.79. They get $60 a year to play online. Yeah, I think it would be smart for them to somehow do like a PlayStation Plus discount, but after PlayStation Now's subscription service was revealed and they're not doing a PlayStation Plus version of that, I'm not so sure they'll do it with PlayStation Vue either, which stinks. I like that PS Now is a monthly subscription now. Yeah, TT Flyer, that's what I was just saying. And the price, if you guys don't know, it's going to be $20 a month for PlayStation Now, unlimited access to rentals. It's $20 a month or $45 for 3 months, which is obviously the better deal. There's 100 plus PS3 games on there now, and they're going to open it up to be PS1 and PS2 games in the future as well. So, Moofy says, I think PS Now feels a bit on the pricey side, just a bit. So, the thing is, though, they're always going to start a little high because they can't raise the price of a service. They can lower the price of the service, but they can't raise it. So maybe they're testing the waters at 20 or 45 for 3 months, and then if they find that it's not, people aren't grabbing onto it, maybe then they lower the price. What else we got in here? Inuyasha says, I've tried PlayStation Now. It's all right. It works just like PlayStation TV in a way. I hear if you have a wired connection, a good wired connection, that it works fine, but not everybody has that, so that's the case. Had no calls since Tyler, guys. Don't forget that Skype is live at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Constantininti says, did you hear about the Dish Direct TV service? Yeah, it's called... Oh, God, what was it called? It starts with like an S, but it's for Xbox One. They're doing it exclusively on Xbox One at the beginning, with it later to release to other platforms. So I'm not sure how long Xbox is going to have exclusivity on that service. It's like Swift or something. I can't remember what it's called. Inuyasha says $20 a month would be a pretty good price. That would be very good, in my opinion. I think that would be pushing it, actually. Sling, that's it, Moofy. I think Sling is the right name. Call back in, Aiden. I don't know why your call went down, but if you call back in, I'll definitely take it. Now, what do you guys think about Xbox One raising the price back up to $400? I didn't think they were going to do it, but Best Buy, all the other sites are reporting that it's now $400 for the base model of the Xbox One. Like, I really thought that they would turn it around and say, okay, we're officially dropping the price permanently to $350. It's like, can they do this? Are they going to be able to survive back at $400 since now the perceived value of the Xbox One is $350 or lower? And that included a couple games during the holiday season. So, yeah, you know, I don't know. I'm very curious what January NPD results are going to be like. Sling Direct. Yeah, it's like something like Sling. You guys got it right. Ghost Game says they should have stayed at $350. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it should have stayed at $350, but maybe they're just testing the waters. I don't know. I just feel like this is going to be really confusing to the general public, you know. Not to us, obviously. We know what's going on, but to the general public, they're going to be like, what the hell? I mean, wasn't this just $330 with Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and now it's up above, you know, it's $400 and you don't even get a game with it? That's going to confuse a lot of people. Gravy Biscuits, what do you think about Colin and Greg leaving IGN? Oh, man, we've been talking about this a lot, the Level Up Show guys, and I'm really happy for them. I think that I don't want to I don't want to speak bad on them. I really like the IGN guys. I really especially like Greg and Colin, but I don't really like the way they went about this. It just kind of feels a little shady to me or something. It's like, if they planned on doing this, and they didn't always plan on doing this, but they should never have started Kind of Funny Games or Kind of Funny while at IGN. And it doesn't really make sense to me. Like, didn't they have to sign like a non-compete clause like while they were working there? Because basically Kind of Funny was like a competitive service to IGN. They were taking the IGN fan base and they were pulling them over to Kind of Funny. And they weren't like advertising themselves while at IGN, but it was very easy for people that were fans of IGN to find Kind of Funny. So they built their fan base on them being faces of IGN. And then once IGN started saying, like, guys, you can't be talking about games and stuff on Kind of Funny. Like, that's what you do here. You're going to pull away our fan base. Then they're like, okay, then we'll leave. And, you know, supposedly they had a nice transition period and supposedly they left on good terms. But all I can think is, like, now Patreon is pretty much what funded them. The fans that found them through IGN funded their show. That's the only reason it's going to be successful now is because of that. And if anything, they're going to pull away the IGN fan base that used to go there, you know, that they used to work for, the people that built them into what they are. And not only that, now their entire pitch is, we quit IGN, so guys, give us your money because we don't have jobs anymore. It kind of rubs me the wrong way. I'm really happy for them, though. They are really, really talented guys, all four of them. They're all really talented guys, and I'm going to watch it. I've already started watching it several times. I watched the Mario Kart live stream. I've watched their Twitch stuff. So it's awesome. There's even more Greg and Colin now, which is great. Let's take this call from DragonCon. Hey, DragonCon. How you doing, man?
We're really talented guys.
Hey, just make sure that you mute the stream in the background.
It is muted.
Okay, there we go. I guess I heard an echo for a moment there. But welcome to the show, Conrad. What's going on?
Oh, I just thought I'd call in and wanted to tell you that your Sunday show just absolutely blew me away. It was terrific.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Yeah, we really got a lot of nice compliments after that show. Like, it kind of blew me away. And I went back to the chat afterwards and I read some of it. And it's like, you guys... like, I don't even know what to say. You guys are so kind. Like, everything you guys were saying about the show and how you thought it was, like, you know, comparative to, like, IGN and G4 and all these kind of things. Like, that's really amazing for us to read and hear. So thank you so much. We did it for you guys. We enjoyed doing it. So I'm glad that you guys liked it.
I think it's just as good. I used to watch G4 all the time. And I got to tell you, your show is maybe even better.
Wow. I mean, that's so cool to hear that. I mean, we love G4 and we love like IGN and like GameScoop and stuff like that, and that's total inspirations for us. Like, we based our show on a lot of those things, especially, you know, we were just talking about Greg and Colin from IGN and Podcast Beyond. You know, we based a lot of what we do on that.
Well, you can look at your show as being kind of an honest show.
Yeah.
Not so sure about the others.
Yeah, there's not a lot of shows that did kind of the live thing that we're doing now. And it's kind of funny to see that, though. It's like we've been doing this for a year now, and like Greg and Colin from IGN are now starting to do it as well. They just started their own live talk show where they, interface with the audience. So it seems like that's where things are going. But I think it's cool that, we've been doing it for a year now. We've built an audience already around that.
Yeah, and the other thing is you were talking about the Microsoft raising their price.
Yeah.
One thing you have to remember is what really good at shooting themselves in the foot.
They're really good at shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah, in a lot of ways they are. I mean, they really shot themselves in the foot before the Xbox One even launched, and then they were doing a pretty good job of catching up, and trying to turn around their image and making it seem more gaming focused. And then the price drop was genius move. I mean, they took ahead in the holiday season. And they probably won November and December over the PlayStation 4. But now it's like I feel like all of that hard work is just gonna go away because they're gonna lose so many potential buyers over January and February and maybe even March if they stay at 400. PS4 is totally gonna bounce back now.
Yeah, I've been toying with the idea of picking up an Xbox One for a while, and because I used to have an Xbox.
Yeah.
And I like Halo.
Sure.
And I was thinking about getting the new Halo or the Master Chief Collection, and kind of continuing on with the Halo saga. But
sure.
If they keep screwing around, I mean, I'm not so sure. I mean, I'm not going to say that they're just going to go bust, but I don't know. They're just screwy.
Yeah. No, they're definitely not going to go bust. And the thing is, even though they're selling maybe 60% worldwide of what PS4 is selling, they're doing about even with how the Xbox 360 sold, if not better than how the Xbox 360 sold at this point in the life cycle. So they're fine. It's just they probably can't stand that they're losing America to Sony right now.
Well, they are Microsoft, and they're not going to go anywhere.
No, they're not. Definitely not.
The system's going to be around.
Sure.
It's just, I don't know. They keep playing around with the price, and like it was $350, and on one occasion, I think you got your choice of up to 3 games with it at $350.
Yep.
And when you look at it that way, I mean, that thing shouldn't be selling without games. It shouldn't be selling for like more than $330.
Yeah, now that the perceived value is that low, that's what they did to themselves. They made it seem like the console is only worth $300 because you got it with a couple games for $330. So this is going to hurt them for sure. I'm very curious how much it's going to hurt them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, definitely, Conrad. Thank you so much again for all the compliments. I really appreciate it so much.
Yep, I'll let you go.
All right, see you later, Conrad.
Yeah, bye-bye.
He's a subscriber, and we love that guy, man. He's such a good guy. Really big supporter of our show. One of, if not the longest viewer we've ever had on the show, actually. Let's take this call from Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, man?
Hey, hold on. Okay. So what's happening?
Not much, man. I was supposed to play Alien, but that didn't happen, which is okay.
Yeah, I was in the stream also. So first to start off, level uppies was just awesome.
Thank you, man.
Man, like when Moobot was just like pretend when she was dying and then she like goes and then she can just like go for one more. It's like sure I can, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. We worked really hard to make that work. It wasn't easy to like go into we went into a voice robot generator and we had to record all these little sound bites and then you schedule them together within the video, and then I had to have all the guys like, okay, this is how long you have to wait before responding. I mean, I'm kind of breaking the magic here, but that's what we had to do. We had to make sure we had it improvised the right way to make it work.
Well, for the next level uppies, you have to do that again.
Oh, I know. I have to do it again. But next time, I did this all in a week this year. I started, maybe 5 days before the level uppies. With the Level Uppies 2015, I am starting like a month ahead of time so that I have plenty of time to prepare it.
All right. And when she was pretending she was gonna die,
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like really confused. Should I cry because it's sad, or just cry of laughter? I was like confused because like I was confused what kind of crying I should do.
That's good. I'm glad. That was kind of the effect we were going for, I think.
Yeah, and my question was, I think I'm thinking for like the when Xbox One raised up the price.
Yeah.
I think for the $400, I think it should be like a bundle, like just like a game under $50 because like it just raises up $50, and like the $350 would just be like just like the normal Xbox.
Yeah. I agree completely. They should put the base price without any games at the most $350 because I mean they gave away several games with the system for $330 this holiday, and I understand, you know. You do that during the holidays, but the difference here is that like Black Friday is usually when you get that one day of big deals, right? They did the entirety of November and December at that price point, so everybody perceives the console as that value now. They did it for too long to go back to $400.
I know, like because I got my PS4 on Black Friday, and like I got the bundle, and like the original price is $600, but for Black Friday it was $400. Like they took away $200. Why can't you just like put $50?
Yeah.
And put just a free like a game in it.
Definitely. Yeah, you know what? I'm very curious. I think that it won't take long for them to drop it back down to $350. They're just going to test the waters, see how it affects them during NPD, and if it's really detrimental, they'll drop it back down to $350.
Yeah.
Definitely, they have to.
Yeah. All right.
All right, man. See you later.
Bye.
Let's take another call from Jorge. Thank you guys for all the comments, but I'm getting so many calls that I can't really look at them. I'm going to keep going to calls though. Well, Jorge, call back in, man. I missed your call by a moment there. I'll go back to the chat room for a second here. Let's see, what do we got? Hi, Level Up Leader. Thank you, Ebenezer. Welcome, man. Welcome back. Voxygon says Sony won't drop the price till sales go down. Yeah, they don't need to. They really don't. Let's take this call from Trey. Hey, Trey, welcome to the show.
Hey.
What's going on?
First off, I just want to say, great job on like everything you guys have done this past few weeks, month of all the stuff, such as the level upies and all that.
Yeah, man, thank you so much. You guys are really complimenting us a lot tonight.
Yeah, it's like you guys have been like the first video game talk show I've ever watched, other than IGN and all that. I think you guys are kind of could be better than them one day, but at this moment, I think you guys are just good at what you have done.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're going to work hard to grow the show, and we've got a lot planned, actually. We're going to expand to be more than just one show on here. You know, you've got the Level Up show now, but you might have more than that in the future. I don't want to talk too much about it, but we do have some plans for the near future. Oh, I think I lost you. Did I? Trey, you still there? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Trey, I lost you for a second. But, yeah, do you have any questions, man?
Also, what do you think of Battlefield Hardline?
Oh man, it just, I don't know if it's the atmosphere or what, but just nothing really excites me about that game. And I heard that the beta wasn't so exciting, and that's why they delayed it. And I think that was really smart of them. They did the right thing there, delay it till next year, or to this year now, to make the game right. But I'm not sure that it's gonna do great. I just, you know, the cops and robbers thing is not really grabbing me. How about you?
Yeah, it's me too.
Yeah. I mean, Battlefield 5 is coming out this year as well. The end of 2015 will be Battlefield 5, so you're getting 2 Battlefields this year.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. I don't know if they're spreading themselves too thin a little bit again, and it makes me nervous that they're going to repeat what happened with Battlefield 4.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have to wait and see, you know?
Yep.
All right, man. Thanks again for calling in.
Good.
See you later, Jack.
Bye, dude. Bye.
Alrighty, let's go back to the chat here for a little while. Gravy Biscuit says slim model equals price drop. Yeah, I mean, God, when's that going to happen? When is the PS4 and the Xbox One going to have a slim version? You know, it's going to happen eventually. They all do it eventually. I just wonder how long it'll take. And Yuyasha says, I think first-person shooters are dying. They're definitely going away in a small way, but not big time. I mean, Call of Duty and Destiny were the biggest sellers of this year, of course. So let's take this call from Aiden. Hey, Aiden, welcome back to the show.
Hey, can we go back on the Xbox?
Oh yeah, of course. What do you want to talk about with Xbox?
Alright, so Xbox One's a total bust. We can all admit it. It's a bust. It's not going anywhere. But can you see the future in the next 8 years with the Xbox? I cannot.
You don't think the Xbox will be here in 8 years?
No, not at all. Maybe because Microsoft does have a lot of money from the Xbox 360 and Black Friday this year and everything. But I don't see them lasting a whole entire lot.
I mean, 8 years is a long time, so I think it's tough to make that call now. I think that they're going to be fine this entire generation. They're selling great. I mean, for God's sakes, the Wii U is selling dismally in comparison, and they're going to stick around. So,
yeah.
I mean, I think that I'm not at all nervous about Xbox One leaving. The only reason that they would leave potentially is because they're just not seeing enough of a profit. I think that they're seeing a profit, and it's worth it for them to stay in the race. But if they lose America to Sony, that's a big deal. I mean, basically that's all they had last generation. Sony's always kind of owned Europe and Japan, but if Sony takes over America as well, it's like, what does Microsoft do in that case? And they might take another shot at another generation to see what happens. But yeah, I mean, in 8 years, maybe their minds will change and they'll go after something else instead. I just think it's way too early to call it right now.
Correct me if I'm wrong though, but didn't Xbox get banned or not selling that good in Japan?
It's selling terribly. I mean, it's selling even worse than the Xbox 360, which is saying something.
So Asia is has the most people in the whole entire world. Is that not correct?
Yes, I think that's right. Yeah.
So no, but yet Sony's doing great in Japan. Is that not correct?
Here's the thing. None of the consoles are doing amazing in Japan.
Not amazing, but it's
the
doing
thing
better
is,
than
Japan
the Xbox.
is going more and more towards handhelds and mobile and stuff like that, to the point that Asia is not the big market anymore. It's now America and Europe. Asia is probably, I mean, I don't know this for sure. I could be wrong here. I just want to point that out. But I think Asia is probably third when it comes to markets now, as far as how games sell on consoles. So for Microsoft to really lose Japan is not as big a deal as it used to be. It used to be a much bigger deal. But for them to lose America is a huge deal.
But think about it, though. Sony has those sales, like you just said, with the whole entire mobile and handheld. Sony has the Vita, which is selling in Asia, Japan. It's a whole entire continent. So they are getting more sales in Asia. But if we go over to Europe, on the other hand, I know Xbox is doing okay in Europe. Mm-hmm. It's not the biggest in Europe. I think Sony takes the crown this generation.
I think probably you're right. I do think that Sony probably will stay in the lead for the majority, if not all, of the generation. Because, I mean, we just heard the PlayStation 4 numbers worldwide, and it turns out that even though I think Xbox One won the November month in the UK, which was a big deal, PlayStation 4 overall won the holiday season in the UK, which used to be the only real area of Europe that was Microsoft-centric. So now even UK is becoming Sony land. So yes, I do think that PlayStation 4 will probably win this generation. Again, very early to say that, but it's looking like Sony is doing very well.
Okay.
All right, man. Console wars.
Yeah. But I feel like Nintendo, man, is going to have next generation.
You know what? They're going to try and do something real innovative, I'm sure, as they always do.
Nintendo.
But I think that they need to get a little bit back to their roots.
They need to go back to the GameCube.
Yeah, just develop a great-looking console with online infrastructure that actually works and with a normal controller. And I bet they do great. I bet they do amazing. If the games are there and the third-party games are on all platforms and not just Xbox One and PS4, it's going to make a huge difference for Nintendo. They need to go back to their roots a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, man. That was a good little console war conversation there. I'm gonna move on to some chat and to some other calls.
All right, see you, Andrew.
All right, see you later. Giant MC says that IGN has new info about PlayStation Vue. Giant MC, do we have a release date yet or a price point? I know it's Q1, but especially do we have a price point yet, a monthly price point? That's what I really want to know. Guys, feel free to call in now. Skype is open and live at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. And as you guys have seen on the screen now, it now notifies you when we get follows, which is really awesome. But this is the Level Up Show, Level Up Direct. It's a gaming dedicated talk show on multiple times per week. So follow us right now. It's very easy to do. Click the little heart button live from PlayStation, or if you're watching at twitch.tv/a Level Up Show, you can heart or subscribe there. That way you get notifications when our shows go live. Follow on Twitter, like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and also check out our t-shirt shop at thelevelupshow.spreadshirt.com. We've got a lot of stuff there for you to check out. Let's go back to the chat room. Xbox and PS4, not really a war. We all win. Totally, man. Completely agree with you there. They're both great consoles with great games in the future, especially this year. Let's take this call from Derek.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, Derek. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Whoa. Hey, zoom in.
Hey, zooming in. This is the one problem that I have that I might have to try and figure out is if there's a way for me to switch the Skype over to the main screen when I need to.
Well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
But I can see you, which is
just
cool.
Keep being you, and that's what you do best.
As long as I can see you, it's all good. What do you want to talk about, man?
So I'm really excited for Persona 5, and I was kind of wondering what you hope would come for the next Persona.
I'm really excited about Persona 5. I actually think it's okay that it's still in high school. I was kind of hoping that it would be college instead to kind of just raise the bar a little bit, go a little bit more mature. But they can go mature in a high school setting. And, I mean, with the shackles, that is very much a part of their art. And, like, they're kind of going with this theme of them being enslaved, not, literally, but in some theoretical or like, I don't know what to call it, in some sense, they're enslaved and shackled. And I think that's a cool little concept there. I just hope that it goes a little bit more mature direction. I hope that it retains all that social, stuff, courting the girls and making all these relationships. That's the best part of it. And I hope it's still turn-based. That's the big one. I hope it's still turn-based. How about you?
Same here. But I was kind of like trying to think, what was I about to say? God. But I just really hope they do more animated cutscenes because the only Persona I really played, Personas that I've played are 3 and 4, both on the Vita, and so I kind of missed out on a good amount of animated cutscenes.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I completely agree, and that's like a staple of Atlas now. I love when they do their animated cutscenes, not even just in Persona, but in Catherine. That's some of the best parts is when you get to see those scenes. And even though sometimes the games look as good themselves as the cutscenes, you see that with Final Fantasy now, that the cutscenes aren't that much better anymore. I still get excited when it goes to a CGI cutscene. There's something always a little bit like giddy about that. I guess it goes back to my old school days with PS1. When you had 4 discs and when it went to like an epic cutscene, you were just like, oh yeah, here we go. Now it's time. Like, I love that. I love when it goes to the pre-rendered cutscenes. That's me. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people disagree with that, but...
No, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
It just looks so much better. I mean, I'm trying to think of the one game that CD Projekt Red is kind of doing... Oh, Cyberpunk. And they're like, this is CG. This is where we're going to aim for when it actually comes out. Which kind of blows me away knowing them.
Yeah, I mean, CD Projekt Red is masters of the systems. They always find a way to get the most out of hardware. I can't wait to see what The Witcher looks like.
Oof, that game's going to be so beautiful.
Yes, it is, definitely.
Well, all right. Drew, I guess I got to go. All right. But I will just leave you with this, that the level uppies were really good. Moobot kind of scared me a little bit because I was confused, and so I had to ask Rick, and Rick didn't give me a straight answer because Rick's Rick.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, did you guys think we got hacked or something?
No, all it was what corner of the room did they get all this from?
Yeah, I know. I had to spend a lot of time getting that done, but I thought it was cool, and I think people liked it, so that's great.
Yep. Next year, actual trophies.
Actual trophies. All right. Yeah. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out. We got a year to plan.
Okay. See you around, Drew.
See you later. All right, thank you to Striker and Dingleberry for those 2 Twitch hearts there. Guys, keep them coming. Keep the Twitch hearts coming. We're live from PlayStation. Hit the heart button. There's another one from T-Rev. Thank you, T-Rev, for the Twitch heart. You can also subscribe, guys, if you really want to support the show and donate. Subscribe on twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. Who is this Derek, says Guitar Freak. He's one of our longtime viewers, Guitar Freak. 9Fox in the chat room. Let's take this call from the Real Fab, or Fabby. I'm not sure how to say it. Hey man, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hello. I was once ago. No, I'm not good in English, but I will try to talk to you. Okay?
Can't really hear you, man.
Sorry, can't you hear me now?
Not really. Take this call from Austin. Hey Austin, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Hey.
What do you want to talk about tonight, man?
So I was wondering, what are your thoughts on the... What?
No, go ahead, man. You're live. You can say what your question is.
Oh, I was wondering what your thoughts were on the new PS4, the PS4 VR headset.
The PS4, the Project Morpheus, yeah, is what it's called. I'm sure there's got to be some news coming out of CES about it. I haven't seen any yet. I'm really excited about it, but they haven't shown off enough, and I'm kind of surprised about that. That even after that first reveal, we've only gotten a little bit of hands-on experience at PlayStation Experience, and it was the same tech demos. So even though I'm excited, I need to see more from it to really see if it can pull off VR this early into the generation. I think that VR is really going to make more sense next generation than this generation, but I'm still really looking forward to it. I'm very curious what the price point is going to be. What do you think is fair? I think that $200 is really the maximum price point that will succeed, but it might be more than that.
Yeah, I was thinking probably 200, 300. But
yeah.
My biggest question is, since they're using the PlayStation Eye camera, right now they use the PlayStation Move controllers to kind of detect your hand movement. Do you think the eye camera will develop into being able to just detect your hands, just like it does in some of the other PS4 games like Just Dance? Do you think they'll develop that into the VR?
Detect your hands? Yes. Detect your finger movements? Probably not. The Kinect can do that, individual finger movements, but the PS4 is much more rudimentary in the way it detects objects and people. It's just pretty much, okay, that's a hand, that's an elbow, that's its head, these are its points of articulation, that's about it. So I don't think we're really going to get to the point where, you know, when we're, because let's say for instance the one tech demo where you can grab a hold of the knight and stuff, you're squeezing the trigger on the PlayStation Move, and that's how you're squeezing the hand within the game. The problem there is without the Move, I don't think that the PlayStation camera could detect that you're squeezing your hand. I think that it needs the Move in order to do that.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. I know, I wish that it was as good as Kinect in that realm, but it's not really that good.
And how long do you think that it'll be till it's put up on the market?
How long till it's on the market? I think they've got to get it out this year by holiday. I think that would be the best for them. That's their big holiday thing, their big exciting innovation for the holiday season. If not then, it's got to be early next year. But that's at the very latest. I think it'll definitely be holiday this year.
All right.
Thank
you. All that I had to ask.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in.
All right. Thank you.
All right. See you later. Thank you for all the Twitch arts, guys. Really appreciate those. Let me, let's see here if I can pull up. I cannot find it. There we go. You can look at our last bunch of Twitch arts. We had Tech Lord Taco, Dominator, Hendry Don, T-Rev, Striker, Dingleberry, G-Rev, Takashi V. Thank you all for your Twitch arts. Let's take this call from CM Punk. Hey, welcome to the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, what do you want to talk about?
My name is Stefan. I would like to ask you a question.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
Do you know the Thomas Gymnasium in Bonn, Cologne?
Couldn't understand that. Could you try one more time?
Fuck me.
Nice try. All right, guys. Skype is still live at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, no spaces. Feel free to call in. I was able to get that troll out of there before he could say it. Thank you for the Twitch art from Captain. All right, let's see what we got. We got Shadow Master from Saudi Arabia. Welcome, man. Really cool to have you. PlayStation Now opinion. I haven't used it myself, so I can't give an opinion on how it works. I think it probably would work pretty well for me because I have a wired connection, and I do have a good wired connection, so it probably would work pretty well. I think it's a great idea. I think they need to get PS1 and PS2 games on there before it's really awesome, get that back catalog going. But I think the subscription service is something they should have launched from the beginning. It's great that they're bringing it in now. I'm not sure that the price point is good. I think $15 a month is not so bad, but $20 a month is probably just a little bit too high. Quanzi V says, damn you troll, I will haunt you in your sleep. Thank you guys for all the booshing of the trolls. We got another 25 minutes left in the show. Feel free to call in. Not CM Punk, though. At the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Inuyasha says, I think it should be an offline service, too. I don't think that's possible, Inuyasha. How could it be an offline service if it's through streaming? They wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, it's a streaming service. You have to have an online connection to do it. Snap City, greetings to you, man, from the UK. Scotland, glad you love the show. Let's take this call from Jeff. Hey, Jeff, welcome to the show.
Hey, hello.
Hey, what do you want to talk about tonight, man?
I want to talk about some Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy, are you looking forward to 15?
Yeah, I'm ready for that Final Fantasy 15. And is that Type 0? Is that like a prequel to Final Fantasy 15?
Type 0 was actually a PSP game that came out several years ago, but it was never localized for America. And finally, they're bringing it over. And surprisingly, they're remastering it for the PS4 and the Xbox One. So it's done by Tabata, who is now the new director on Final Fantasy 15. So if you want to get a taste at what that director can do, then you can check out Final Fantasy Type 0 and also get the demo for Final Fantasy 15.
Okay. Have you heard these rumors about a new Nintendo system coming out?
New Nintendo system? I mean, supposedly they're working on a Nintendo system, and I'm sure they've been working on it ever since the Wii U released. But I have no idea what is planned for it, if they're going to kind of go back to a normal system, or if they're going to try and do something really innovative again.
All right, and also, one last thing. Do you believe, I've heard about roughly 2020, 2021, the new systems for PlayStation and Xbox. You believe it?
Oh, yeah, I could definitely see that coming. I mean, 8 years away from when the generation started. I mean, it's a little bit of a long generation. I would think it would be more like 6 or 7 years, personally. But, yeah, I could definitely see it going 8 years. There's potential for it to go that far. I just think that these systems aren't that powerful, actually. They're powerful right now, but I think in 7 years, they're going to be very obsolete. So I hope it doesn't go that long.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate the phone call. I love y'all's show. Y'all the best on the planet.
All right, thanks so much,
man. Lives, Legion.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
Right,
we can call back later. Right, see you later. Let's take this call from Marlene. Marlene, can you hear me?
Yes.
Or sorry, not Marlene. It's Marianne. I'm not sure how you say your name.
My name is Marianne.
Okay, cool. Thanks for calling into the show, man. What do you want to talk about tonight?
I have a question, but how you feel about Advanced Warfare, the new COD?
I haven't played it myself. Mike is our co-host on the show on Sundays. He really enjoys it, so much so that he thought it was like a front runner for Game of the Year, actually.
Jetzt zum Deutsch.
Sorry, man, can't really hear you now. I'm going to take another call. Take this other call from Jimmy.
He's our co-host on the show.
Hey, Jimmy, welcome back.
So much so that
Hey, what's up, Drew? Hold on. Okay.
There we go.
So remember when you're talking about with the other guy about the gaming wars, about all in Asia and all that?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Do you think Microsoft is gonna be might be able to like get America back again?
Do I think Microsoft might be able to get America back in again? Yeah, I think definitely. Yeah. I mean, all it takes is a big price drop. I mean, you guys can see over the holiday season that really what America cares about is the price point. You know, they went into, Target and Walmart this Black Friday. They saw the PS4 at $400. They saw the Xbox One at $330, and that's all that mattered. It didn't matter what the games were or how powerful the systems were. Xbox One was cheaper. It sold better as a result. So, yeah, I think that in America, Microsoft could totally win back the audience if they drop the price low enough.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, so when it was just the normal price before the price drop, it was there are not many that sells, but Microsoft should be they're smart. They should have been thinking, oh yeah, we had more sales when the price was cheaper. Let's just have it this price now. They're smart enough to know that not to have it to $400. Just keep it to $350.
Yeah, you know what? I think this is really just a test. That's all they're doing here. They put it back up to $400 to see how much it does hurt them. They did really well over November and December, so much so that maybe they feel like they can take the risk. And you know what? If it does terribly for January and February, March, announce that it's down back to $350. I don't think it would be that detrimental to them to try it out for a few months, and I think that's probably what they're doing.
And I was putting this in the chat. And you were looking, I was just saying, Asian gamers, they're more they're actually PC, they're more of a PC gamers.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I was just putting that out, just putting that in the chat.
Yeah, you're right, and maybe that's another reason that consoles are starting to flounder a little bit over there, especially in Japan, even though they're more about mobile and handheld games. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, Asia is very, very PC-centric.
Yeah.
All right, man, thanks again for calling in.
All right, bye.
See you later. Hey, Beast, how you doing?
Hello, my name is Jens Engelhoff.
Okay, you're on the Level Up Show. What do you want to talk about, man?
Yeah, I'm 25 years old, and I was a teacher in Germany, and I visit my grandma in the USA, and my cousin has a PlayStation 4, and I saw your live stream.
Okay.
Level Up Direct, episode 55, part 1.
Yeah. Yeah, you're on live right now, man. You're live on the show. Do you have any gaming related question you want to ask?
Yeah, but I have some problem with my PS4. But for 2 weeks, my cousin told me that Lizard Squad or so on hacked the system.
Yeah, there was a period in time, especially during Christmas Day and a few days after, that the PS network was down because of DDoS attacks from Lizard Squad, which is basically they were pinging the network so often and so many times that it wasn't allowing anybody else to get on, is what was happening.
Yeah, and my question is, do you know why my cousin and I and me, we would play online, but can't start.
It's not working. You're online still.
Yes.
If you're from another country, I'm not sure what the situation is over there. We're back up in America. Everything's working great over here. It bounced back about 2 or 3 days after Christmas, fortunately. But there might still be issues in other territories around the world. I'm not sure what the case is. But all I can really say to do is maybe go into your internet connection settings and lower the MTU down to 1473. And that probably sounds ridiculous, but you might not even know what that means. But lower the MTU to 1473, and that might help you.
The biggest problem is that my cousin became his PlayStation 4 on Christmas, which to you said, And the main problem is now that he said that Xbox Live, I don't know, it's Xbox Live, but he would like buy a Xbox One. Do you know if PlayStation 4 better than Xbox One?
I wouldn't say better necessarily. It has a little bit better hardware. It's a little more powerful. It has probably better looking games for this year, 2015, as far as what's announced right now. There's more exclusives. But Xbox One probably had better exclusives in 2014, has better online infrastructure, and I mean, it has Kinect too. Some people don't like Kinect, but it has more functionality when it comes to media stuff, TV applications, all those kind of things. So it just kind of depends what you're into, I guess.
Shut up, please. And my cousin.
I'm sorry, man. I gotta let you go because we got so many other people that want to talk and call in. They're in the chat. But thank you so much, man. All right. That was going on too long, and I don't know if the guy was sincere or not. All right. Let's see. What do we got in the chat room? Aiden's calling back in. Aiden, I already got a call from you earlier, so I'm going to wait for a call from somebody else or go to the chat room for a little while because I don't think I've really paid a lot of attention to the chat tonight, unfortunately, because of so many calls. Let's see. I'm trying to go back and see. Pterodactyl Drew for 100. Yeah, we are at 100. Thank you so much, guys. That's usually what we do at 100. Guys, if you're new to the show, this is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming-dedicated talk show on every Thursday, Sunday, and more. So if you like us live from PlayStation, just hit the little heart button. Or if you're watching at twitch.tv/levelupshow, you can follow or subscribe there. And that way you get notifications whenever we go live. Seth. There you go. Shout out to Seth. And to TX Puck. Howdy to you, man. Can't even say that. Howdy. What is the best Persona game, or my best? Persona 4. That's the first one I ever played. I got it because I heard such great things about it for the Vita, and I'm so happy that I did because, God, I love that game. Persona 4 was awesome. It got me into the series, and now I'm so excited for Persona 5 as a result. Let's take this call from Brian. PS4 needs a like button now. I mean, they have a heart button if that's what you mean. You can hit the heart button if you like the show, guys. Hey, Brian, welcome to the show.
Hey, man, how are you?
All right, I think it was the same guy there. Not going to take any chances, guys. If I think that you're just another troll caller, I'm just going to cancel it. Thank you to Leecher, or Leather, I should say. Leatherface, thank you for the Twitch heart. Mr. Bicentennial, what made you guys do this and why? We've always been huge, just avid gamers, not just in that we like playing games, but we like the gaming industry. We like talking about it, we like reading about it, and we like just communicating about it with you guys, taking calls, building friendships online. It's just so cool for us. It started off as this tiny little thing, and then we decided to grow it into much more, obviously, for the Level Up Show. And now we have even bigger plans for the near future when it comes to this show. It's just fun for us, and we don't really make a lot from it. You guys are free to donate if you want. It's right there on the sign, streamtip.com/t/the Level Up Show if you do want to donate, and we appreciate that so much, especially if you guys subscribe. But we do this because we love it. It's a lot of fun for us, and we've made so many great friends through the show. Greg, Derek, Puss, God, the list goes on and on. It's Conrad, one of our earliest viewers. There's so many great people that watch our show. I'm gonna let you finish. Yeah, it's the same troll calling back over and over again. That's why I'm not answering it. Thank you for the question, Mr. Bicentennial. Let's try this call from John. Seems like a new caller. Hey, John, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, what's up?
What do you want to talk about tonight?
About PlayStation 3.
About PlayStation 3.
Not 4, also 3.
I couldn't really understand the very last part of that. You want to talk about PS3, last generation?
Yes, because
what about it exactly?
Some of my friends don't get a PlayStation 4, and for example, Advanced Warfare in the PSN store in PlayStation 3 only costs £1.
Yeah.
Here in Germany, €2. I don't understand it. Because in the market, if I would like buy Advanced Warfare for PS3, it costs here €70, and for PS4 also €70. But after the hack from Lizard Sports, it costs in the PlayStation 3 store only €1 or €2. We can explain why?
No, I really can't explain why, man. First of all, I didn't understand all of that. I got to be honest. I'm sorry. The accent, there's a little bit of a barrier here. But I mean, all I can really hear you say is like the PS3 is down to whatever now. I mean, the PS3 has been out for 8 or 9 years now, so that's why it's down so low. PS4 came out last year, and I think it started off at a decent price point, in my opinion. I thought that at least in America, $400 was a good starting price, and I think that they have no plans to drop the price of the PS4 in the near future because it's selling so well. They don't need to. I mean, they could have responded to Xbox One's price drop, but they decided not to because they didn't really need to. I mean, if the Xbox One continues to sell better even after going back up to $400, yeah, then maybe PS4 should be worried or Sony should be worried. But for now, I think that it's going to continue to be the same prices. You're not going to see any changes in the near future when it comes to price point.
Okay, thank you, man.
Thank you for calling in. See you later, man. All right, guys, I think I'm going to shut down Skype for now. I know that Aiden wants to go off on the troll. I understand that desire, but I'm going to shut down Skype so I can focus on the chat room for the end of the show. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to take Kwanzi V's because he hasn't called too often, and I really enjoy his calls. He called for the first time last Thursday, and I really appreciated that. So I'm going to call you back, Kwanzi V. Hopefully, if I can get a hold of him. If I can't, I'm going to shut down Skype, guys. Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, just a second. Let me mute. Wait there. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I had to call in because so many trolls, man.
I know. It's just it happens every now and then. Sometimes the thing is, it's not so many trolls. It's one guy being a troll, and that's all it takes, really.
Oh wow, just one guy.
Yeah, you just keep calling back under different accents and stuff like that.
It's consistent. Anyway, I want to talk about Nintendo. So I thought they had a great 2014 with Mario Kart 8, Smash Brothers, Donkey Kong, some other
Bayonetta.
Great games. Yeah, of course, Bayonetta 2. Yeah. And it's 2015. What do they have to do to, I guess, sell a lot more consoles because they're really lagging behind? And if this carries on, then
I think they need to surprise people. First of all, they need to drop the price. We all know that. They need to drop the price. I do not know why they haven't dropped it already. I continuously say maybe even unbundle the Wii Pad and just go with the Pro Controller to bring it down to like $200. That would be a ballsy move right there. But, I mean, get Star Fox out early. Supposedly that's coming out before Zelda. Surprise us all. Release Star Fox in like April. Get it out like early in the year and take everybody by surprise, and then surprise us again by saying Metroid is in like July. And then Zelda's in August or September. Keep them coming, those solid Nintendo franchises, all while introducing new IPs as well, like Splatoon. Take some chances, do some new IPs, try and build some new franchises that can be introduced into Smash Brothers in the future, stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the momentum was great in 2014. There were so many top-rated games, and especially local multiplayer. I mean, everyone seemed to really enjoy those first-party games.
Yeah.
The third-party games are never going to come to the Nintendo consoles. I think that's not what people want, and I'm guessing most of the time it would be a secondary console, maybe.
Sure.
But 2015, I don't see. I mean, yeah, there are games which you have mentioned which are great, but I don't think it will be as good as 2014.
Okay.
So I'm quite worried. I mean, with the gamepad, they're not really utilizing that either. I haven't played any games which have been like, oh wow, this is a really cool feature. It's just been a bit of a set. Like it's a bit like with the PS Vita and the Remote Play. Yeah. That's all I use it for. And it doesn't justify the price with the gamepad. It's like you said, you could just add a Pro controller and just skip it, and it would ship so many more consoles.
Totally, I completely agree. They have not shown us any reason why the Wii Pad was the selling feature for the console from the very beginning. The Wii Pad probably costs like $100 to manufacture. That is at least raising the price of the console $100. That's all they got to get rid of to lower it down into the mid 200s or lower, and then bundle in like Zelda this holiday. You know, here's what they did.
Yeah.
This holiday season, announced the Wii, like, I don't know what to call it. Maybe not Wii U, I don't know what to call it, but like an offshoot of the Wii U without the Wii Pad controller with the new Zelda bundled in for $250, they will kill.
Yeah, I think that would be a really, really bold decision, and it would definitely help, because Wii U, when you do think about it, it sounds so bad. It doesn't sound like a console. It just sounds like something else, another like addition to the Wii.
Yeah. That's been their problem for a long time.
It's not good enough. I mean, Nintendo Wii too. Like, it's clear, it's obvious to any parents or just the general consumer. And it was such a bad name. I don't know what you're thinking of.
I completely agree. From the very beginning, it never grabbed on, and it never was like, this might work. From the very moment I remember Wii U being announced, all the chat rooms, all like NeoGaf was like, what? Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Wii U, first of all, bad name in general. It just doesn't work. Secondly, it just caused so much brand confusion, it's ridiculous. And they have never recovered from it. There's still people that think the Wii U is just a peripheral addition to the Wii.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think they can come back a bit, but
this generation is over for them as far as winning goes. They're not winning this generation.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much over. I think they have to focus on their next console, but that's another issue. Like, are they just going to ban the Wii U at some point, in the next 2 years? It's not. I've got a Wii U, but I'm sort of afraid that just the games are just going to drop off. The quality is not going to be there, and it's just going to be a dead console soon.
Eventually, the games will definitely drop off, because what's going to happen is they're going to start saying to their developers in their studios, no, don't develop for Wii U anymore. We've got Super Wii coming out in 2 years. We need to start making games for that. And then what you're going to see is nothing for the console, because the third parties don't support it. We all know that. So when first party stops making games for it, yeah, the console's going to die.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for answering my question, man. I'll let you get back to the chat room. Thanks very much.
Thanks again for calling in. I really like when you call.
Cheers, man. Take care.
All right, see you later, Quans. All right, that is going to be it for Skype, guys. Wrapping up the show very soon. But a lot of good calls tonight. We had a troll for a while there, but that's all right. It happens. We still had a good show tonight for a 1 hour and 15-minute stream. We got a lot of Twitch charts. Thank you to Trap Boy, Seth Bernhardt, TX Puck, Monka89, No Name 2U2, Leatherface, SD723M, RF Classic, Devil Slayer, Captain Slow, Tech Lord Taco, and Dominator. Those are our final, I think, 12 Twitch hearts there. Keep them coming, guys. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming dedicated talk show. We will be back with talk shows this Thursday and Sunday. But if you want to see game streams, we have tomorrow, Wednesday is Beast of the Week, and Friday is Friday Night Fights if you want to see game streams around 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We don't just do talk shows, we do other things as well. So make sure you follow us right now. Click the heart button live from PlayStation, or follow us at twitch.tv/levelupshow. You can also follow on Twitter, like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Please do that, guys. We're really going to be pushing that in the near future, because it's going to become more and more important to us, because we're not going to just do live shows soon. We're going to do pre-recorded stuff that only goes to YouTube. So go to youtube.com/levelupshow, level spelled LVL, subscribe there. We really would appreciate it. We also archive all of our live stuff there as well. And finally, if you want to check out our t-shirt shop, it is the levelupshow.spreadshirt.com. We've got t-shirts, hoodies, and muscle shirts there, different colors, sizes, men's and women's. And finally, I am Drew, M1788 on PSN, and Mike is Noob Guru. Dean, who's also here, is the Beast NJ. Add all of us. We will accept you after the show. Let's go back to the chat room for a final couple of things. What up, cute dog? That is the cute dog. His name is Bogey. He is he's a Cavalier. Mixture of a poodle and a Cavalier, actually. It's a Cavapoo. Is Beast of the Week on PS4 Twitch? Not always. Depends on what he's streaming from. If he's streaming from PS4, it will be live from PlayStation. If it's Xbox One, it'll be from there. Wii U, he'll be doing it through the PC. Ebenezer, thank you so much, man, for all the compliments tonight. Inuyasha. Yep, I'm done, man. No more. Let's see what else we got. Can't wait to see Derek stream. Yeah, guys, check out the 9 Fox Derek. He's streaming as well. Follow him. Can't wait for The Walking Dead Season 3. Yes, I need to keep going with The Walking Dead Season 2. I will stream that when I get the chance, guys. I think Alien Isolation will be first, since that didn't work for me tonight. But eventually I will get back to The Walking Dead Season 2, and eventually Evil Within, and eventually GTA 5, and all the other games I need to stream. I will do those. Nasty, yes, you heard PC. Beast, when he does Wii U, will be streaming through the PC. Derek, I was promoting you. Face it. Alright, guys. I guess that's it. Thank you for all the Twitch hearts tonight. The final ones were Trap Boy, Seth Barnhart, TX Puck, and Monks89. Really appreciate all those Twitch hearts. Let's go back here to the very beginning. See if I can get to the intro. For the restarting the show. Got so many trailers here. My God, I didn't realize I had this many trailers. There it is. All right. Guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. This was a lot of fun. Always is. I'll be doing another Level Up Direct on Thursday. So, guys, take care. Level up. I'll see you next time. Thank you for the Twitch for Bias Todd. Thank you, Young Buzzy. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday or Sunday for the Level Up Show, episode 56. Till then, take care guys, level up.